3, 2, 1, let's go. Well, hey again, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Boring JavaScript. I'm your host, the Virtuoid, aka Mike Smith, and today we're going to talk about the for statement and the forEach method, what they're used for, and how each one differs slightly in doing the same thing. Now, both of them iterate over an array. What do we mean by iterate? Iterate means to perform repeatedly. So we're going to take a block of code and we're going to perform that block of code on each element of the array, or in the case of the for statement, in the elements that we decide upon. Let's get started and take a look. First of all, let's take a look at the for statement itself. Now here's the block of code we're going to execute on the elements. And the for statement allows us to be able to specify which elements are going to be put into that block of code. And that's done in 3 sections. The first section of the argument here tells us what index number to start at. Now remember, in JavaScript, arrays are numbered 0 through the length of the array minus 1. So the first element, in this case cat in mine, isn't element number 1, it's element number 0. So we're going to start a variable at 0. The second part here tells us which elements to include within the code, or to have the code executed upon. In this case, I want every one of them until we get to the length of the array, which in this case is 9. So everything in this case 0 to 8. And finally, this section here tells us how to change that index for each iteration. In this case, I'm just going to advance it by 1 each time. So this is going to give me the effectively, this is going to give me 0 through 8 to be executed by this code. And this code just simply gets the animal from the index itself, or from the array itself using the index, and to print something out. So let's take a look and let's see how that can be used inside Node. I start typing here, node for, and there we go. That's my array, cat, dog, horse, cow, all the way through lizard there. Now that was the for loop. Let's take a for statement. Let's take a look at the forEach method. Now the forEach method is based upon the array. It does the exact same thing. Like I said, it iterates over the array, but it does something different than the for. It will always start at index 0. It will always end at the last element of the array. It will always give you every single one of them. So the only thing you have to pass into it is the function, what we call a callback function here, to operate on each element of the array. You get 3 arguments that are passed to the function. The first argument is the actual element in itself. So I would expect the animal to be cat, dog, horse, and all the way over to lizard. The second argument is the animal index. This will again be numbered 0 through number 8, since again I have just 9 elements in my array. The third argument, which I don't have mentioned here, is the actual array itself, and that comes in handy if you're doing functional programming or what's known as lambda programming, but let's don't get into that kind of stuff right now. That's for another boring JavaScript. So all that is passed into the callback function, so the only thing we have to worry about here is to actually print it out here. And that's all there really is to it here. I know I've got the animal from the callback function. I know I have the index from the callback function. So let's go back into Node and let's take a look and see how that works. Node, it would help if I spelled forEach. Exact same thing. Cat, dog, horse, cow, coyote, all the way through lizard there. So that's the difference between for statement and the forEach method. Each one does the exact same thing, iterates over an array, but it does it in different ways. I hope I didn't put you to sleep today. I hope you had a great time taking a look at the difference between the for and the forEach, and I will see you at a later point in time.